What's up, everybody? Welcome to this very rad edition of SEC After Dark.
Where is everybody?
It's a three-man weave here, man. I'm going to start it off. I'm going to pass it off to Jake. Jake's going to pass it to Jeb. Jeb's going to pass it back to me, and alley-oop it to Jake. Jake's going to flush it home.
And then I don't know if I can jump that high, but okay.
Well, I'm lowering the goal to like 8 feet so you can, windmill. So, anyway. We are SEC After Dark. Apparently, what I have, and I haven't been able to kick it yet, as you can tell, my voice is not quite at full strength. I'm getting there, but it's not quite there. I haven't been able to talk for basically a week and a half.
Boy, your students love you for that.
Very effectively. Yeah, my students were very thankful. I go, you guys better relish this time because I'm going to be annoying on Tuesday when I see you again. And my voice is back. You're going to really hate me now. So. God bless them. All right, so it is SEC After Dark. Jake Thomas, your double dose of Alabama, and Jeb Beecham bringing the orange Vols.
That's right.
Perspective. I don't know where I was going to go with that. I had a thought.
Did you get your flu shot?
What's that?
Did you get your flu shot?
Yeah, I did.
I haven't gotten a flu shot since 2017.
I went up to visit family over Christmas, and they found out I didn't have a flu shot. And we went to get food at Publix. They walking by that little place, they just sat me down in front of it. Said, "He needs a flu shot." Made me sit there till I got one. So,
oh my gosh!
Whatever. It's fine.
It doesn't affect them getting the flu; it affects you getting the flu. Like, what's it meant?
Well, with my heart shit and stuff, my mom always worries about that stuff. So
yeah.
The one year I got the flu shot, I got the flu.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Yeah.
And knock on
I hear that
wood,
sometimes. Yeah,
knock on wood, I haven't had it since.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, but they do them for free at school, but I'm just like, nah.
Yeah,
fool with that. So, but Jake did get his cootie shot, so that's good.
Oh man,
yeah, that's good.
Circle, dot, dot. There's an old reference.
And rabies, since I'm so hairy.
Yeah.
I
had to get a rabies shot too. So, yes, thank you.
Thank you, Sam Noseball.
Yep.
Sammy Noseball, my bad.
Sammy Noseball, man. Thank you, Sammy.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Appreciate your support, brother. We're usually more of a full house, but my point in saying all of that is Boss Man has, I think I pushed it through the microphone out to Texas, and Boss Man, I think, got what I got.
Jeb, are your eye like bloodshot? What? No.
Did not notice that until just now. I took off the glasses, and I'm like, one of my eyes is red.
Holy
I don't know what
moly.
happened.
Hey, Jake.
Maybe I got punched. I don't remember, but
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. Maybe I should put the glasses back on.
Man, hey, we'll play show here, guys. Everybody in the chat, you'll hear this, but in our X chat, Corey said we are the injured reserve. Everybody's either hurt or sick or something. It's crazy.
Yeah. He's on the IR, man.
Yeah, it's IR crew.
I thought I was fine. Then I come on this show and find out I'm
playing hurt, man. I got no voice. Jake, I don't know what's going on with Jake, but Jeb is. Jeb he's going to have to amputate that eye.
Maybe I got pink eye somewhere. Who knows? I don't remember it
recently.
Yeah.
No, not.
You and Steve take a trip to Tampa.
I can't afford that right now.
Visit a place.
Yeah.
Oh,
took a bean back to the
eye. That's possible.
Yeah. You've been protesting.
Yeah.
Put this on where the reflections are hitting my there. You can't see it now.
Yeah. Oh man.
Not the beanbag I was about, but anyway.
Yeah, that's weird.
Not Corey. I got you. Yeah.
You at the Tampa got a couple beanbags.
Oh man. What kind of club is that?
Yeah, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
You Googled the wrong one, brother.
I don't know, but y'all talking about it's making me want to go back now.
To get beanbagged?
Yes.
Jeb's like, all right.
Yeah.
Jeb's like, see you guys later.
Man. Yeah. You
I don't mind a little rough. It's all right.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, it's funny, man. Funny stuff. But yeah, no, everybody's either sick or just like Steve is just being a celebrity, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's just busy.
He's gonna have to this is 3 in a row for him. This is not
That's kind of crazy.
Gonna have to talk to his agent. See what's going on here. Yeah.
Maybe
I
one
tried.
of these days
She
we'll
goes-
have agent.
I mean, we got to
His
get
agent
to
goes
$1
to bed
billion,
at like
Jake.
8 o'clock is a problem.
We got to get to $1 billion, Jake. That's just what we got to do.
Right. Just got to get to $1 billion.
Just got to get to $1 billion.
Well on our way.
I'm just a few short.
Yeah. Just a hair. Just a hair.
Tiny bit short.
Yeah.
All right. So, the national championship. Welcome to Big Ten ACC After Dark.
Pretty much.
How's it going? If this wasn't the national championship, this would just be another game on the radar. But no, in all seriousness, Indiana, I mean, they're just mowing through people. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, they're just methodically, unenthusiastically just beating the tar out of people. Like they just walk in, they just beat your ass like it's a business trip, and they just walk out. Like there's no emotion, nothing. They're not excited. They just walk in, they just bludgeon you, and they're out. Right? Miami this is the improbable trip that we didn't think Miami could make. With Carson Beck just playing out of his mind the last 3 games, but it's unbelievable that they've made it this far. I mean, them beating Ole Miss. I think honestly what happened with Ole Miss and Miami is that Ole Miss lost. Ole Miss just they were going to take a step back emotionally just because they were so charged up in that first game. It was only going to go backwards a little bit, and Miami jumped all over it and took advantage of it. So Indiana, Miami, I mean, I'm all over Indiana here. Like, what do you got? Like, does Miami have a chance? Like, this is kind of where we're at right now with Indiana. Like, we're just asking, can Miami hang on and have a chance to make this thing fun?
I mean, you got to look at Miami. They took out one of the top teams in the Big Ten and one of the top teams in the SEC. They're having a great run too. I just don't understand how Indiana is doing what they're doing. Is Curt Cignetti just this amazing of a coach, or has he figured something out that just nobody else can figure out? I mean, how do you take a team that has very low talent when compared to these big teams they've been facing, and they're just destroying everybody? I don't understand it. Why has no other coach been able to do this?
Well, Jake, I mean, you've seen it. You saw it for 20 years with Nick Saban. Like, Curt Cignetti must have, in that 1 year at Alabama, must have took the best notes of all time. And dude's a grinder, man. Like he has gone to, like, he left Alabama and was going to make $300,000 as a wide receiver coach, and he said, "Nah, Coach Saban, I appreciate it, but I'm gonna go to IUP, Indiana University, Pennsylvania, and be the head coach for like $100,000. Like he was barely making like high school salary,
right?
And that turned out to be the best move of his career. But like,
but at least
he's got that Alabama mentality, though, Jake.
Yeah.
But Nick had 5 stars when he was doing this. Why?
It really doesn't matter.
Apparently not.
Obviously, it helped have the 5 stars, and it helped him be so dominant. But I honestly think with what Nick morphed into, I think it's a mentality. Like, you see the ones that applied it properly. There's only 2 3 kind of if you count Sark, but 2 coaches have really applied it properly. The process, the Saban process. That's Kirby. Now we're seeing Cignetti. He did it at JMU, and he's doing it in Indiana now.
And Corey, you made a great point when you was leading us into this. The talk was, the no nonsense and just go out there, just play ball, and then leave. I mean, that's how Cignetti is. I mean, he's no nonsense. He gets no emotions on the sideline. It's just his face is just the entire game. the entire game.
Touchdown, it could be a back-breaking turn. It doesn't matter. Like,
yeah.
And their team plays like that too.
Right.
Their team just they don't flinch. They don't flinch when they're up big. They don't flinch when they're down big. They just get it done, and it's unbelievable. And you match that with and what made Georgia so great too, and what made Texas so great when they were making their runs. With Sark, those 2 years they went into the college football playoff is like you just see kind of a team that doesn't really ebb and flow all that much, right? Georgia, when they were on their championship runs, it was just straight line, right? Not too high, not too low. And that's when Kirby had to calm himself down before he was ever going to win, because Kirby was a maniac on the sidelines in the first few years, and that didn't work. His teams were playing like that. And when he brought it down and he was just laser focused, dude had them prepared. Like you knew they were going to be well prepared. Same with Indiana. Like, they're going to be like, they know everything about Miami.
Yeah. Yeah. I've just not seen a team pick apart these big boys like that. That wasn't already one of them loaded down with 5 stars. It's amazing.
It's preparation. Like that is like the 10th time those guys have seen that stuff.
Yeah.
And
they knew what Oregon was going to do before Oregon knew what Oregon was going to do.
Apparently.
Yeah. And we always talk about how hard it is to beat a team twice in the same season. Indiana just went out there and just made it look easy against Oregon. I mean, it was insane. I'm like, good gosh.
It was unbelievable. Like it was almost like we didn't beat you good enough the first time. We're going to count that as a loss. And we're just going to beat the hell out of you this time. And it's and I hate that it's Indiana. I hate it's the Big Ten. And I hate that the Big Ten fans are just like so enamored with like Big Ten versus SEC, because I honestly, in the age of NIL, I really don't think conference alignment really, the conference whole like SEC, Big Ten,
right.
Big Ten plays tough games. SEC plays tough games. Let's just leave it at that and say, okay, let's appreciate Indiana, right? And just how freaking dominant they are.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like as a representative of the SEC, I don't feel like that I'm allowed to do that. I can't appreciate Indiana. And the only reason I rooted for Ole Miss is because of Steve.
Right.
Now, I want to say grass, but if the only reason I rooted for Ole Miss against Miami is A, Steve, B, my dad played at Florida State back in the 60s, so I really hate Miami too. So
okay.
It kind of feels the same a little bit too, with Indiana being not one of the top Big Ten teams, but now they're coming through and just dominating. And Ole Miss is taking a lot longer. They're not coming out of nowhere dominating, but they've got better and better every year for years now. But they're not one of the teams you think of when you think of top FBC teams.
Now, speaking of Ole Miss, Jake, and you have some experience here with Pete Golding. Like, it feels like there's something there with that. Do you? I mean, is this just kind of like riding momentum from the season? Like, do you think he can sustain? Like, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think he should be able to, if he gets the right offensive staff around him. Because he's a great mind at defense. He just never clicked at Alabama, and a lot of Alabama fans, have a grudging towards him, which I don't anymore. I think, I think the Saban defense is hard to master anyway. Kirby was able to do it, but there's just some guys who wouldn't, and Pruitt did pretty good when he was here. But other than that, it's kind of hard to master that defense. I think Golden's going to be good. I think he's going to, if he keeps a good solid core around him and has a good offensive staff, he's probably going to win another 9-10 games next year for sure.
And Jeb, we're seeing who has actually been the recruiter at Ole Miss for the last few seasons, because they ain't skipped beat in the portal. Like it is, it's almost like they're supercharged at this point.
And they still have that weird Lane Kiffin mentality. At least I always assumed it was Lane Kiffin. I'm picking one position and going crazy at it. I feel like Ole Miss has signed like 5 safeties now or something like that. Like they love to just pick a position and be like, we want all of them to come in. But that's all right.
And that's Pete Golding apparently. I mean,
apparently he was good with that part.
And the defensive mind in him, he's not going to pass up good players.
I don't blame him.
But like guys like Jonel Aguero, he's going to be in the box. He's going to be in the box down there at the line of scrimmage on the edge. Like he's a freaking thumper, dude. He will come up and knock your head off your shoulders. He's pretty good at coverage. Like, he could play deep safety if you needed him to, but I don't think Ole Miss is going to need him to. And they're going to say, you know what, Jonell, you can cover the flats. You can cover these tight ends one-on-one. Like, we feel like you could do that. But if this back tries to run C-gap, you just go knock his chest through his back. And he'll do that.
Somebody like that.
You know, he's a hitter.
Yeah.
Like, in the Tennessee game, it was – if he didn't make this tackle in Tennessee-Georgia game, if he didn't make this tackle, I mean, dude, I forget who it was. Who number 14? It's not Brazel. It's like the other guy. Who's the other?
Oh, Braylon Staley is 14.
Yeah. So Staley caught a crossing route, right? They put him in motion. It was either Staley or whoever wears number 1.
Mike Matthews,
yeah, or 4 or whatever. Yeah, it was one of those two guys. They brought him down in short motion. They ran a crossing route. I mean, Georgia was in an all-out blitz. It was a cover 1, cover 0 blitz, right? And his guy comes off the line running a vertical route, but he releases inside, so Aguero's eyes are to the middle of the field. So he looks through his man and sees the guy catches it. He comes down. It's just him and I think Matthews or him and Staley. Can't remember exactly who it was, but he comes down and just puts his shoulder on him, and he goes flying. If he doesn't hit him, that's 30 yards.
Yeah.
Before anyone else even knows he has the ball. Like, that's how, like, that's what he does. So I say all of that to say that I think Pete Golding is the guy behind a lot of the recruiting, because Lane Kiffin doesn't like to do it. And he's the guy that's leading the charge on all of this portal stuff, and it's very obvious. You know, I think next year we'll go a long way in seeing how he can manage a program as a whole. Because, again, it's easy to just kind of take over in the interim because –
Miss you, brother.
Hey, what's up, Mike? That picture is, like, way different than let's
and honestly –
look at that. I mean, a short-dressed man right there.
I like it.
Yeah.
Mikey, clean up well.
Yeah.
I don't know how long ago that picture was, but all right.
It looks AI. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Photoshop, man.
Yeah, come on.
He put himself on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can get AI to create pictures of you now.
Oh my gosh. Grok wheel and all that.
Yeah. It's great and it's stupid. All right. But, I think, and we'll circle back to the national championship game in a little bit. I just think it's going to be a boring kind of, like, I think Indiana's just going to wipe the floor with Miami. Let's just be honest about that.
Yeah.
I mean, until they've been doing.
I just think they will, because that's just all they've done.
I will say, I think the pass rush for Miami is going to be the best that they've seen in this playoff. So Bang can get after you, and that other edge guy. So and they had a couple interceptions they should have had against Trinidad that they dropped a few weeks ago. So
there was one that dude had it right in his hands. I mean, it was like he was the receiver.
Yeah, so they they play gutsy and gritty ball defensively. So I still think Indiana's going to pull away. And what is the spread, like 7.5? I think they probably cover at least by 10 at minimum.
Yeah, I have a hard time thinking Miami can hang with them. I mean,
know.
And that's crazy to say, because like you match up the rosters, and if you just do a roster dive with just stars, Miami's got a better roster in that regard.
Yeah.
But
every team that Indiana has played in this playoff has had a better roster than them, and yet they're still dominating.
And here we are. I mean, it is wild. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miami's skating by their teams. Indiana.
No, they're blowing them out.
Indiana's like, oh, yeah, we're playing you again.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And this is almost like the early Belichick and Tom Brady days. I mean, they're just steamrolling everybody.
Yeah, this is like the peak of the dynasty days.
Yeah.
It's just like, what a God, Lord, man. They're just like, they have no shot.
Yeah.
You walk in, you're just like, teams just have no shot.
Yeah.
And it's wild.
I was gonna say, I just don't understand it. Okay, I can't understand. Is he just this amazing of a coach? And maybe he is. We might be seeing the next Nick Saban coming out right now. I thought it was going to be a few years for you, somebody else like that.
You never know, but the thing about that, Jeb, I'm looking at Indiana's all-time football record up until this season. I think it's been surpassed now, but they had 715 losses. They don't have a winning record in their career, and they weren't really that good before he got there. And then in 2 years, he's had them in the playoff both years. I mean, it's incredible.
And if you look at his history, he wins pretty much everywhere he goes. So,
right.
I mean, I know he's good. Mm-hmm. I don't think anybody could have guessed he was going to be this good.
Jake, did you Google him?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think everybody's Googled him at this point.
He's the most good person in.
It was the perfect time for him to come out and be great, though, because with all this NIL stuff now, you get people like Mark Cuban coming out of the woodworks like, "Oh, with all the money we won at you,
right?
Like, this is the time to be good."
Because money's
just everywhere now.
They're getting portal commits now. I mean, they're
doing good in the portal too.
They're gonna be one of the big dogs in the Big Ten as long as Cignetti's there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
which is crazy because Indiana football before last season was.
It's awful.
We weren't sure if they even had a football team
outside
of a couple of years with Tom Allen. Like we weren't sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then like 1 year with Antoine Randall.
But
I forgot about that.
Jake, you know who Antoine Randall is?
Oh yeah.
Are you too young?
No, he was a wide receiver, and he also threw the ball a good bit in the NFL. So
yeah, he's a coach now for the for the Lions.
Okay.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy. Like when you look at these NFL coaching staffs, it's pretty crazy. Would you see all the former players that are actually coaches, and you're like, oh,
people I used to watch when I was young.
Yeah, you're like, oh man, like Aaron Glenn, like you see him like high stepping into the end zone. He's the head coach of the Jets now. He's not high stepping much with the Jets, but like Dan Campbell's obviously a former player. Mark Brunell is like the quarterback's coach there. In Detroit, Wes Welker is somewhere in the league. He was with the Texans for a little while.
Speaking of the Jets, did Dante Moore really go back to the college just to stay away from the Jets?
Yeah, and what the joke's on him because they're going to be right back.
I was going to say, does he think a good team's going to be picking number 1 next year? Or what?
No,
or probably number 2. Arch Manning will probably.
It's going to be it's a vicious cycle of the 3 worst teams.
Yeah,
3 worst franchises in the NFL. It's just okay. This one's picking first this year. It just rotates between the 3 big dogs.
You're throwing the Titans in there now too because they got the 4th pick this year.
They're right there. They're right there.
I'm hoping they turn the corner here pretty soon. Got to get a coach though. Good coach.
Just need a good coach.
I'm not impressed with some of the interviews I've had besides a couple, and we missed out on Harbaugh.
Well,
I think they've interviewed everybody now. So.
You know, I get a little bit of a hot take. I think Harbaugh would be good. This might be. I'll let you guys determine the heat of this take, but I don't think it might not be that big of a deal for the Titans to miss out on Harbaugh.
Yeah.
I heard they interviewed Mike McCarthy. Like, I think that'd be a good fit for them. They need somebody like that.
Mike McCarthy's probably where they're going to go.
They need somebody like that.
What's the guy out of Miami? That Mike McDaniel? Yeah.
Mike McDaniel.
He would be good, I think. He'd be somebody that could be relatable to the players. Like, I think you could do worse than that.
He's kind of a wild guy.
I think you could do a lot worse than Kevin Stefanski. I thought Stefanski was outstanding with the Browns. It's just the Browns, dude. Like,
I was gonna say, what can you do with the Browns?
I mean, the Titans aren't much better when it comes to ownership, but yeah, I think the Falcons are going to hire Clint Kubiak from the
That'd be a good fit.
That'd be a good fit, I think.
Yeah.
But I think for the Titans, they just need a veteran guy that has experience. And I mean, I think Harbaugh would have been great. I think he'd have been. I don't know. It just feels like he's just kind of like he's trending in the wrong direction almost.
I've got my fingers crossed that they get an interview with Mike Tomlin before they make any rash decisions.
They'll have to trade for Mike Tomlin.
I was gonna say, and I haven't really looked into it. I don't know what he's
still
doing
under contract because he didn't get fired.
Yeah, he just stepped down.
So his contract is still active. And I guarantee the Steelers are going to be like, okay, we're going to take full advantage of this.
Nah, I don't want to trade for him.
I
think he'd be a good hire, but
he'd be a phenomenal hire. But I don't think you would want to trade away what you would have to trade away. Like, remember when the Bucks, Jake, you're probably too young, but remember when the Bucks traded for Gruden? They mortgaged their future to get Gruden. I mean, they won a Super Bowl, but I mean, it set their franchise back for a long time.
Yeah, I do remember. That was in the
2000s. Rounders and 2 second rounders.
Mm-hmm.
They made the trade from draft day.
Wow.
I mean, that's what it felt like. They made the Sonny Weaver trade.
Yeah.
For John Gruden. Which, got him a Super Bowl, but not much after that. It just went downhill from the rest of the way. So, do you trade for a coach? No. I mean, there's plenty of good ones out there. And if it doesn't work, then you fire him and hire Mike Tomlin next year when his contract's expired.
There you go.
I mean, Tomlin's probably going to take a year off anyway.
Probably.
He's burnt out. You can tell he's burnt out.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
He'd be phenomenal. He's going to do the Bruce Arians route. He's going to get in the commentary. He's still very young for a coach. He's still got a lot of years ahead of him if he wants to. And he'll be able to go wherever he wants to. He'll be able to name his job.
And what he did at Pittsburgh did not have a losing season in 19 years. That's very impressive.
And 2 Super
Bowls. And the last couple of years, I mean, outside of Aaron Rodgers, they didn't have really a great quarterback. Not since Roethlisberger. And they still
that's a position they haven't figured out. And where they screwed up is they never had a plan for him.
Yeah.
Because he was obviously declining, but they never had a plan for him.
Yep.
And then when they finally thought they did, it wasn't a good plan. And then they botched the Le'Veon Bell thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a great defense, but they couldn't figure out the offensive pieces. They could never get it all together.
Yep.
Le'Veon Bell kind of botched that himself, but you're right. That was a mess.
It's
a quarterback coming out this year that feels like a Pittsburgh Steelers type of quarterback is Ty Simpson.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll take him, but he just feels like he would fit there for some reason.
Yeah.
Just looking at their history.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They got a guy like that too, and Will Howard, from Ohio State. They kind of like him a lot. I don't know if they'll give. I don't know if they drafted him in the 6th round, so they're partial draft capital, and it's a weak class, so they may give him a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got.
They say, hey, we're going to rebuild. Will, it's your team for this year.
No, Dante Moore stays in college, and you got Fernando Mendoza, and then I think Ty was 3rd. So he'll get moved to 2nd, but I mean,
well, the Jets took him.
Well, would you take him in the 1st round though? I don't know if he's a first.
I think. Well, the Jets have 2 first rounders, so I saw a mock draft where the Jets picked him at 16.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Which wouldn't be terrible.
No, I can see that.
Yep.
Because the Raiders got number 1.
Mm-hmm.
And they're definitely going Mendoza. Yeah.
Yeah. Raiders got 1, Jets got 2. So it was going to go Mendoza, Moore. But Simpson's not number 2.
Dang.
So they'll probably get best player available at 2.
Yeah.
And then go get Simpson.
I wanted Arvell Reese, but I don't think the Titans are going to get that at 4.
Oh, it's gonna be tough. There's a lot of mock drafts that's got him at 4, but I've also seen Bain Jr. as well, which I'm fine with that as well.
I think he's more realistic than Reese.
Of course, with the Titans situation, they need help across the board at every position outside of quarterback. So you just take the best player available at that point and start from there.
Yeah, you just
got to find a better wide receiver.
Yeah, I see in the CBS mock draft is Reuben Bain. Carnell Tate would be pretty sick, but he's going pick 5 to the Giants in this mock draft.
Yeah.
And then you have Jeremiah Love would be interesting to the Saints. Caden Proctor to the Dolphins. Mansour Delane, cornerback LSU, going to the Rams. That would be kind of sick. Ty Simpson 16 to the Jets. Jermod McCoy going to the Lions.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot.
Yep.
Bulldog in the 1st round finally picked 22. CJ Allen to the Chargers. Kenyon Sadiq from Oregon going to the Eagles. Good pick there. TJ Parker.
My favorite part of these mock drafts is there are 2 cornerbacks from Tennessee predicted to go 1st round. Now think about Tennessee's secondary this past year.
Yeah.
And imagine there are 2 cornerbacks projected 1st round. That's ridiculous because our secondary was horrible. But, we had –
It's hard to defend when a quarterback can just sit back there and just pick you apart.
Yeah, but
makes it kind of
I mean, Colton Hood did kind of he was a lockdown corner, but other than him,
we
didn't have safeties. Our other corner was a true freshman. It was a mess.
That is a bit of a mess. But yeah, this NFL draft will be interesting. But any like exciting stuff in the portal? Like Jake, what's like? What are your thoughts on the Hollywood Smothers situation? Like he was committed and he flipped.
It'd been nice to have him, but I know Alabama's struggling with running this year, but a lot of that I feel like had to do with the scheme and then the guys we had on the offensive line. So the coaching staff priority number one was going to be the offensive line, and they have revamped that entire offensive line. And we're bringing in the Cal Poly guy Saturday for a visit. So who knows, we may end up with him as well. So that's like 5 or 6 guys we're going to get, to revamp the offensive line. So Hayden, Hollywood Smothers is in kind of like Ken Coleman's situation. He was a want but not a need. And I think we have capable backs on staff. A.K. Deere's coming back. Daniel Hill's coming back. Kevin Riley's coming back. So we got 3 good, running backs. So get the offensive line situated, and then we'll see how the rushing attack looks this coming year.
That wishy-washy stuff is annoying, though. It just happened in Tennessee, too. We signed a return man out of Oklahoma State. We were told. And then today, it turns out he signed with Baylor. So, just
So it's like now I'm going to start to be like high school recruiting. If it says committed,
it's soft committed.
It's got to be signed.
Yeah, because the same thing was happening with DJ Lagway. It said Baylor, and then he started taking more trips and looking around. Yeah, I think he stayed with Baylor, but
all in all, this portal thing is got to be, something's got to be fixed with it, because I saw a report today. There's like 10,000 kids in the portal. There's not 10,000 spots on Division I football, Division II football spots for them. So they're just going to be lost in the portal forever. There's got to be a cap on it at some point.
The market will correct itself.
I think it will eventually.
I think you get so many. I think you'll get so many people that get in the portal and never get out.
Mm-hmm.
That'll, you'll start to kind of see that, because it's not a big world we're living in these days. So like,
like I said, we need to hear those stories more.
It'll start to get around, because money's gonna, like, the money stuff. It's all new. So everybody's like, oh, money.
Right.
But like
everybody gets paid.
It's not going to be like that for much longer. It's going to correct itself. It's going to balance it back out. And then you're going to get right in that sweet spot of, just the right people getting in the portal. You'll have some that are all bag chasers. You'll always have that. And you'll always have people that are looking for the right situation and everything in between, but it just won't be as crazy as it is now.
Yeah. But the problem is you're talking about kids who are really young, and all these kids were stars in high school, so they all think they're great and deserve money.
Right.
Like, it's hard to argue with that. You see, I don't know. I feel like there needs to be some kind of rules on that, just to take care of the fact that you're dealing with children who don't understand money at this point.
You need to help them save them from themselves.
Yeah.
Because the grass is not always greener, and the majority of the time it isn't. Occasionally it is. But I would,
and it's easy to blame them, but I can see where they're coming from,
But I also
blame them. They're probably being told some things. I don't blame the kids. Like, the kids aren't the problem here. Like, they want to go and try to make a better situation for themselves. It's not the kids.
Right.
I mean, some of it maybe, but I think there's people in their ear. And I mean, there's just it's crazy.
And I don't have an issue with people going to the portal. And the thing about it is, if you're a coach, I think we may have talked about this a couple weeks ago on the show, but if you're looking in the portal, you have a veteran guy at a need that you have on your team, or you have this 5-star prospect that, he's probably going to be really good, but do you want a guy who's got experience already playing, or you want to bring in this high school guy and slot him in right away to play? I think you're going to go with a veteran guy. So
sometimes. And then there's a handful of kids in the portal that we're told you need to get in the portal.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, but the problem is, now you're going to lose those 5-star guys who aren't willing to wait a year now.
Right.
Like they used to be.
when it corrects, it'll be like high school will go to G5 outside of like the big dogs.
Probably the top 100.
So outside of the top 100, you're probably those guys are going to be at your G5s and then transfer after a year.
It does cause you to lose players you hate losing. Because that's another thing I know with Tennessee that happened. Lance Hurd left because David Sanders, he pretty much said, I want to play left tackle. And we didn't want to lose David Sanders. So we told Lance Hurd, sorry, he's playing left tackle. You got to move to right. Yeah. Lance Hurd left immediately. He didn't want to play right tackle, which I get, but it's tough losing that kind of talent. But we had to lose one of them. They couldn't both play it.
Yeah, situation with Alabama with Todd Simpson. I don't know. There's a lot of rumors that he may come back, but right before he made his decision, there was talks about him going into the portal and all that. Yeah. But in Alabama's situation, do you bring Ty back for another year, which would be great because he had a great year up until the last 6-7 games where he kind of started going down a little bit and got hurt. Or do you want to lose or you keep him and want to lose your guy and Keelan Russell? I think you got to make a decision there.
Yeah, I think that's what made the Arch Manning thing so unusual. People were talking about he didn't threaten to leave when he found out he wasn't going to be the starter last year. Because that seems like that's the way it's going to be from now on. Right. If you don't play these freshmen when they're freshmen, they're going to take off on you.
Yep.
And that's where Vanderbilt has their dilemma because, you don't want to throw Jared Curtis into the fire right away.
Yeah, I hate when it's true freshman.
But you have to because you got to see what you have in him.
Yeah.
And he may come in, he may light the SEC world on fire, or he may completely fall on his face like he's a freshman. So we have nothing to really base that on.
Right.
But quarterback feels like it's one of those positions that should take a little while. Like if he comes in and plays bad his first year, I wouldn't be upset about it because he's a true freshman. Right. If it's things he could correct, some of them you just look at and think, oh, this kid just doesn't get it. But But I hate having to play true freshmen like that. But I think you're right. I think it's just going to be necessary now.
Mm-hmm.
But they're coming in earlier. They're not really. They're like true freshmen plus. Like they're not really. He's going to get a lot of game reps because Vanderbilt's practices are super competitive, and the team periods will be good and give you an idea of what he can do. But it's not going to be perfect by any stretch. But it's going to be crazy. But Georgia lost a ton of people into the portal, and they didn't get back as many. Or at this moment they haven't. But the portal closes tomorrow.
Right.
So you can't get in the portal, but you can get out of the portal from now until eternity. But you can sign, but you can't
stop losing people after tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank God.
No more entries into the portal after tomorrow.
Getting tired of that.
It'll be exiting the portal from there. So who's in the portal will be in the portal. So, I don't know who you're going to pick because there's only like 10,000 guys out there. So.
Yeah, really. At least you can fill your team.
Yeah.
It's kind of stings for like Indiana, Miami, those players who haven't played a lot. They could go ahead and get in the portal now, but they're chasing a championship. So why would you?
They will get a window.
Yeah.
They will.
Will they? Okay.
Good.
Yeah, you're right. They should.
Yeah, they will get their own window. And I think for Oregon and Ole Miss, I think their window is going to slide like 5 days, I think, or something.
Okay. It ought to, so that's good.
But I think only those teams will be accepted into the portal. So, but yeah, it's going to be crazy. And there's going to be some gym sitting out there that jumped in the portal from, UC Davis.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Julian Edelman. And some team's going to get him. Like, where the hell did that guy come from?
Right.
And that's the fun part. Like Trey Richardson for Vanderbilt was so much fun to watch. He got in the portal and went to Louisville because he's trying to get that bag. Mm-hmm. And he was so exciting, man. He was electric. So, and he came from D2, a school that I'd never heard of. And I was a high school coach, and I've heard of a lot of D2 schools. Because that's all that we could. That's the only schools I could really ever talk to. D2, D3, and NAIA.
Mm-hmm.
And we're no talking no D1 schools. We ain't no D1 kids. The one D1 kid we had a 1.5.
Oh, wow.
1.5.
Yikes.
Yeah, MTSU contacted me and was like, hey, what do you think of this kid? Like, what are this kid's grades? We really like him. What are his grades? I go, here's the transcript. Yeah, we can't take him. I was like, I know.
Oh, man.
I know. and I was just like, because he had been talking to it too. Like the kid had been talking to MTSU as well. He was so disappointed. I was like, look, man, like it's grades, dude. Like
can't get your grades up.
I mean, you can't. You have to be at least at a 2.5. Like they would have taken you if you were 2.0, probably.
Mm-hmm.
They would have probably taken you. He was good. He's probably one of the best players I've directly ever coached.
Wow.
Talent-wise.
That reminds me for some reason of Saturday Night Live when John Cena was on. Playing an Alabama football player. The different like projects everybody was given, and his was bananas.
Yes.
Just nailing bananas to a board.
Yes.
I actually, well, not that, but I saw that at Georgia. I was in a class with some football players. It was like one of those big classes. And it's like the tests were printed on white paper. And all of a sudden, this green sheet came out of the pile. It just happened to land in one of the players' laps.
Wow.
And it was white, green. It was a perfect amount of green copies. I don't know how they did it.
Huh. That's interesting.
It was like one of those, like it was like anthropology or something like that. It was some stupid class. I took anthropology as an elective because I'm stupid.
Yeah.
That class was awful. Like I tried my hardest to go to class and pay attention. I could not do it. It was a 350 person class in an auditorium. I had no idea if you were showing up or not.
Yeah. No.
So I'm sitting there like the first class. I mean, I'm right. Second class, out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, I'm not going back. I'll just go buy the notes at the bookstore and hopefully I can make a C. Like,
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
It's like you know.
I didn't fail it, which is good.
Yeah.
Those are the hardest tests I've ever taken.
Yeah, teacher, rate people raise their hands and it's like, okay, Susie, can you answer, what is 2x minus 3 plus 5, whatever, and they get the answer, and then you go to like a 275 pound offensive lineman for your school and be like, hey, Johnny, what's 2 plus 2? Hey, yeah, got it. Yeah.
That's what Saturday Night Live skill was.
Yeah,
I'm going to play this weekend unless I ace this exam.
Yeah.
The professor's grading him, have like face paint on already, ready to go to the game. It's like, oh no, we're going to be hard on you. Don't worry.
Right. Yeah. 2 plus 2 equals 4. All right.
What is the outside of a banana? The skin? Yeah. Very good. Very good. Good job. All right.
Jake, did either of you ever hear about the Georgia basketball scandal?
No, I don't think so.
It was my freshman year. I mean, Georgia was going to make a hell of a run they had potential to make like an Elite 8 run. Final Four. Like, they were good, dude. It was a good team. They were like complete. They could score. They were good. And all of a sudden, like a week before the SEC tournament, I'm waiting at the bus stop to go to my car because I worked as a student assistant in recruiting. And so I walked. The bus stop was down at the other end of the practice field from the Georgia football facility. And I'm walking down. I'm sitting at the bus stop. It's right across the street from the Coliseum in Athens. If anyone out there has ever been to Athens, you know what I'm talking about. This little side street right by the academic building, right by the athletics academic building in the Coliseum. This news van pulls up. And they jump out and say, hey, can we interview you? And I'm 18 years old. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on here. I've got my throw over backpack. Like I'm just like ready to go. Like I'm like, I just want to go home. I just want to go to the dining hall, go home and just I'll go back to my dorm room and just play video games, right?
Yep.
Chill. And they asked me this. They started asking me these questions, and I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "What?" I had no idea what they're. Apparently, I gave a really good answer. I'd love to find this tape, but apparently, I gave a really good answer because somebody, like my uncle or somebody, saw me on the news, and they're like, "Oh, you're on the news." I thought you gave a really good answer. I was like, I had no idea what I was talking about. But apparently, there was this huge academic scandal with Georgia basketball where Jim Herrick and his son were like rigging all these academic classes, and they had this basketball class that all the players were in. Basketball,
right?
And one of the tests got released to like all these new. So it was the 2002 version of going viral, but like the test went viral. Like it went everywhere. It was like a frenzy, and like. The first question was, how many points do you get for a 3-point basket?
Wow. Golly.
It was questions like that. I'm like, what are we doing?
Oh my God.
It was like they were committing academic fraud. Shit. It was crazy. And here I am answering. Like, I don't know my ass from a bag of sand, like about basketball.
Hey, what do you call a free throw? Yeah.
Or you just
what is it?
Will Ferrell from old school. He just blacks out and gives a perfect answer.
You're right.
What happened? Where am I?
Let me see if I can find it. Y'all give me a second here. Let's see if I can find it.
Well, we got an answer. We got a question here. We'll get to. It says, when will the SEC win their next Natty?
Next year.
I hope. I don't know.
Somebody's
got to go through Indiana still.
Vanderbilt's going to win it next year.
There you go. Jared Curtis's man.
Yeah, we did a self-imposed ban. So Jim Herrick Sr. and Jim Herrick Jr., Chris Daniels, Rashad Wright, and Tony Cole was the whistleblower. It was academic fraud. They fraudulently awarded A's to players despite them not attending, so that they never attended class or doing any work. There was no record of them doing any work. Improper benefits, obviously paying phone bills because you had to do that. And they just said, you know what? We're just not going to go postseason. Let me see if I can find the test. That's crazy.
Wow.
That's insane.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find basketball test. Let's see if I can find the actual test. Jim Herrick Jr.'s final exam. Let's see if this shows it. It was called a PEDS class. PEDS 3912. So it's like the PE department.
All right.
How many goals are on a basketball court?
Wow.
How many players are allowed to play at one time on any team in a regulation game? Okay, it gets better.
All right.
In what league do the Georgia Bulldogs compete?
Oh wow. All right now.
Yeah. Okay. It gets better. What's the name of the Coliseum? What's the name of the Coliseum? You see where I'm going? Where the Georgia Bulldogs play. They played in Stegman Coliseum.
Right.
No other answer has Coliseum in it. It's Cameron Indoor Arena, Stegman Coliseum, Carrier Dome, Pauley Pavilion. What is the name of the Coliseum?
Kind of weak at Coliseum.
Yeah.
Which
how many halves? How many halves are in a college basketball game?
Golly.
How many halves? How many quarters are in a high school basketball game? Quarters.
I mean quarters, yeah.
How many points does one field goal account for? How many points does a 3-point field goal account for? This one I could see people missing, but how many officials referee a college basketball game?
There you go.
I think that's 2 actually. How many teams are in the NCAA Men's National Championship tournament?
Mm.
What is the name of the exam which all high school seniors in the state of Georgia must pass? Listen to these choices. The eye exam. How do the grits taste exam? The bug control exam.
Oh, gosh.
The Georgia exit exam.
Oh,
wow.
that's a no-brainer.
What basic color are the uniforms the Georgia Bulldogs wear in home games?
Okay.
What basic color are uniforms Georgia Bulldogs wear in away games? How many minutes are played in a college basketball contest? How many minutes are played in a high school basketball game? Oh, here we go. Our first we have 2 non-multiple choice answers. Get ready. Diagram the 3-point line. Diagram the half-court line.
Mm.
Is there like a court set up and you got to put where it is, or you just got to?
I think you just got to
draw like a 3-quarter line.
Draw. Yeah.
Draw it.
Just draw them.
Where's my camera? There you go.
Well, actually, given this test, you probably didn't have to do anything. How many fouls is a player allowed to have in one basketball game before fouling out? If you go on to become a huge college coaching success, to whom do you attribute the credit?
Oh my gosh.
Mike Krzyzewski, Bobby Knight, John Wooden, or Jim Herrick Jr.? If you go on to become a huge coaching success.
That is
I like it.
All right, in your opinion, who is the best Division I assistant coach in the country? Ron Giersa, John Pelfrey, Jim Herrick Jr., Steve Wojciechowski. Have a great Christmas break. That is the exam, folks.
Wow.
Courtesy of the Red and Black student newspaper. A lot of brain
believe
busters.
they got in trouble for that.
Next year.
That's what I'm saying. Next year.
I agree with you.
I don't know who it's going to be.
But I was just in full mode there. Yeah. So
It's not gonna.
that's what I had to. That's what I had to answer questions about.
Yeah.
That's what I had to answer questions about. That test. So that was the last time Georgia was outside of like 2 seasons. That was the last time Georgia was any good at basketball. Outside of like 2 or 3 seasons, like legitimately, like this last time was good at basketball. And then before that was the one year they went to the Final Four with Dominique Wilkins, where they upset Michael Jordan.
Wow.
Yeah.
They beat UNC.
Nice.
They lost to NC State, I think, in the semis, who went on to win the championship that year. That was the Jim Valvano year.
Mm-hmm.
Survive in advance. But yeah, we're definitely off the rails.
Have been for a while.
Yeah. So what do we think in Super Bowl wise? Like the Falcons are out, obviously the Titans are out, so we need to like pick a team to root for now.
Bears.
Yeah, I'm being homerish because I'm sticking with the Texans because of D'Amico Ryans.
I mean, that's a bad team to get behind, but I mean that is.
I just don't know if Stroud's got enough to carry them to the top. Their defense is really good, but
I think they'll bounce back. Pittsburgh's really good on defense.
Yeah,
that's not a bad team to jump behind. I really like D'Amico Ryans.
I do too.
I don't like much else about Houston, but I like D'Amico Ryans, and I think he does a great job with that. I wish he didn't coach the Texans.
I know.
I'm gonna probably. I said before this whole thing started, I was gonna jump on the Jaguars because like Liam Cohen's doing a hell of a job.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have it in me to root for the Bears. One of my good friends is a Bears fan, so I might jump on the Bears bandwagon for this playoff run. On the AFC side, I'm gonna jump on the Bills.
Bills are good. When I was young, I was a Broncos fan, so I kind of nostalgically like them, but not sure I have much interest in them right now. But
crazy?
Bills, I mean, Josh Allen deserves one, I think. So
yeah, for sure.
I think he does. I wasn't a fan, obviously. I was a Falcons fan growing up.
Yeah.
That's like who we rooted for in the house. But like anytime the Cowboys were on, dude, I was like locked in. Because that was like Troy, Emmett, Michael Irvin.
Yeah. Back then.
God, that was so good.
Those teams were so good. They were fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just fun. That's true.
They were fun. So I'd always like root for the Cowboys. I mean, I was just like young. I didn't really like care about any like. I mean, I was a Falcons fan, but I didn't really care. Like, I like Deion. Like I like the Falcons because of Deion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
that was awesome.
You know, he was electrifying, and that 91 team, like I was like that was like my first year. I could like the Braves were good, the Falcons were good, the too legit to quit Falcons were good. Like it was.
No, the team's good.
That was a fun year as a freshman. Like I was like, oh, sports in Atlanta is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And little did I know, as a 6-year-old,
that was an anomaly.
That was probably an anomaly.
Yeah,
it was never going to be like that again. So,
it's nobody jumping on the Patriots bandwagon.
I like Braves.
I do. I mean, the Titans are stupid for firing him, but
I like Braves. I like
true.
Drake May.
Mm-hmm.
As a Falcons fan, I just can't do it.
Yeah, I understand.
I can't do it.
Too much bad blood. I get it.
28-3. I can't do it. I'm not going to be upset if they win.
That ruined that franchise.
But I just can't do it. But hey, Matty Ice is the new president of football for the
Falcons. There you go.
So there's that. You know what's crazy? You know what they call his kids? You know what he calls his kids? The Ice Cubes.
Of course he does.
My gosh.
I'm like, what?
But
that is so easy, but I love it. The Ice
I'm off the Falcons bandwagon now. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. That's too bad. You just ruined me on that whole thing.
Were you ever on the Falcons bandwagon?
Oh well, no. So it wasn't a hard fall, but I rooted for Arthur Smith when he went over there, just because he came from the Titans. But
there's no such thing as a Falcons bandwagon. That doesn't exist.
No.
They're like, even Falcons fans are like, are we sure we want to root for this team this year?
Yeah. Like the poor Saints fans.
I am my NBA fanhood is up for grabs.
Yeah.
The Hawks. I haven't been in Atlanta in 17 years. I hope if Nashville gets a team, makes it easy.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna root for. I think I'm just gonna go player driven, and I'm gonna root for the Ant-Man.
There you go.
Georgia guy. Our boy Mike Huseman, he's a T-Wolves guy. He's a Minnesota guy. I can't do the Twins because of Kent Herbeck. I can't do the Vikings, even though the Falcons beat them. I just can't do I just can't do that. So the Minnesota team I can do is the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Because they have Ant-Man. And Kevin Garnett was fun to watch too. He was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mike, I will, but I'm never going to be like a full-fledged fan. I'm not going to watch all these Timberwolves games all of a sudden, but I will find myself paying attention a little more to the T-Wolves.
Yeah.
The Hawks are, I can't do it. I just cannot do it. So that's my first Atlanta franchise that I'm going to break up with is the Atlanta Hawks. I'm breaking up. It's been real, but we need to move in different directions here.
Going back to the NFL real quick, a team I think everybody needs to watch for the future is the Carolina Panthers. What Dave Canales did this year with them, having very little talent.
I was going to say that was really surprising. Yes.
Ted McMillan's going to be a star. Mm-hmm. I think Jalen Coker's going to be a star.
Yep.
They're looking pretty good. I mean,
Bryce Young had a really good year for him finally. So
he did. He had a nice year. And they gave the Rams everything they wanted.
Yep.
Probably should have won that game, to be honest with you.
Right.
Yeah, it was a good game.
But they're going to be a good team.
Yep.
And I think the Falcons are going to end up being a good team. I think the NFC South's going to bounce back.
I do too.
Yeah,
I think the Bucs are going to be good again. I think the Saints are going to be good again. I think the Falcons are going to bounce back a little bit.
Absolutely.
The Falcons are too talented to be this bad.
Yep.
So, and I think Matt Ryan coming in, to kind of run things is going to be like that's the voice that needs to be in the building, right?
Yeah.
They're going to hire the right guy. He's the perfect dude to be in the building. So I'm all for that. I think the Titans need to get it together. I don't have a whole lot of confidence in the Titans. I've for so many years, and they almost had me with Rabes.
Yeah.
For so many years, I was like, after the 28-3, I'm like, I'm done. I live in Nashville. I've lived in Nashville for a while. Like, I think it's time for me to make the switch over to the Titans. I'm already kind of rooting for them. I already go to a lot of the games. Like, I just need to jump on the Titans. And I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I'm like, they make it hard. They make it difficult.
Yeah. And they need too many pieces to be good next year. But I will say Cam Ward is the best looking quarterback I've seen for them. Maybe since Steve McNair. It just looks like he has the talent to be amazingly good.
He started out slow, but he got it going in the second half of the year.
You just watch some of the throws he makes are amazing.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Like, I think people panicking and freaking out over Cam Ward is stupid because he's a rookie.
Yeah, no, he's coming. But the team needs a whole lot.
He had some raw talent, and they had nothing around him.
They had nobody to throw to.
Nobody.
He was throwing to other rookies. I mean, come on.
I mean,
and not high-pick rookies. I think 4th and 5th rounders.
I think the two guys they got, Chimere DK was all pro in the return game. Like he's gonna be. I think they have three pieces that I'm really excited about, and that's the two rookie receivers. I am Manor.
The one from Stanford.
And DK. Yeah. And then Gunnar Helm at tight end.
Yeah, Gunnar was good.
I was really.
I think he's going to be good, and I think they can build around that. So, the Titans and the Falcons, they've got me in like a little bit of a ping pong match. Like it's like Falcons, and then I bounce off the Falcons and heading for the Titans. Okay, boom, bounce off the Titans. Like I can't stick to a team right now because I want to stick with the local team of my local place that I live in because there's an NFL team right here, and I think you should support the team in your backyard. Yeah. And I do to a certain degree, but the Falcons, that's what I grew up with, and I just haven't been able to detach yet. Because every time I try to, they go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And it's like there's hope there, and then there's no. And then now they hired Matt Ryan, so it's going to make it tough. Like they're going to get new uniforms now. They're not going to look like a creative team from Madden 2008.
Just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
I know it's frustrating.
I fell in love with the Titans in the 2000s because that defense with Keith Bullock, Kyle Vandenbosch, Albert Hainsworth. My God,
I completely understand. I completely understand why.
I love that.
I would have too if the Falcons weren't right there, but I absolutely would have. I always appreciated the Titans. They were kind of like, I guess as a young cat, they were kind of boring. Because they just crush people.
There's that gritty smash mouth football. I used to love that.
I know. Lindell White, the running back. Then they got Chris Johnson. My gosh.
I had when they got Chris Johnson, I had just moved to Nashville.
Wow.
Nice.
That dude was electric.
That dude was crazy, dude. I loved watching him play. He was outstanding. So anyway, 2 minutes. Well, this is SEC After Dark. It's just 3-man crew tonight. We definitely just went off the rails. I think we're all three on Indiana, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So as we progress through the offseason now, it's going to be probably more off the rails than anything, but that's okay. That's what we do. For Jake Thomas, he's your double dose of Alabama. Jeb is like a never-ending road to construction, under construction, but eventually we'll get something there. And Stephen Willis just hit 1 billion subscribers. That's why he's not here. He may be quitting the show. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to start. That's a joke. That's a joke. He's not quitting. But Stephen Willis, Locked on Ole Miss, in all seriousness, does a phenomenal job there. And Biscuits and SEC, Bossman and Hammer do a phenomenal job there. Mike Huseman, Offseason After Dark, who made an appearance in the chat. He's outstanding. And, of course, Locked on Vandy with me. And that just rounds out our team. And so hopefully we'll be back to full strength. People get healthy. People get back in town. Traveling. Ole Miss calms down, which I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but at some point it will. And we'll see you back here at full strength sometime. But no matter what, we're going to see you back here in some form or fashion next week. So until then, go Dogs, anchor down, rise up, tighten up.
There you go.
And roll Tide.
Go Vols.
And I don't know what the Timberwolves thing is, but that.